This is kind of a cool car. Phillip Meyers GT500 RS. He built for King in the Street. He also ran, I think, a couple other high-speed races and did really well with it. And it's basically, there's nothing super special, just all of our basic stuff. Same chassis suspension. It's under Chris's car. You can also see the forged line wheels and 6-piston brakes. So it's kind of like, it's just nothing out of the ordinary, just our standard great stuff. And in the King of Street, he did surprisingly well. In fact, he did better than they actually give him credit for. But he lost out because he only had 848 horsepower. So he got a low score on his horsepower. There was two other guys that had like 1,300 and 1,200 horsepower. But that's just, you know, it goes to show you that, you know, in like the magazines, they're all drag racing focused. So it's all about horsepower, not about anything else. Well, Phillip finished fourth and 1 point out of third. Second and third tied at 84 points. And the first place guy had 86 or 87, I can't remember. But he got like big numbers for horsepower, and it wasn't so good anywhere. If you eliminate the horsepower category, Phillip would have won by a wide margin, because one of the things is the ride and drive. We think that this is just suspicion that he wasn't like one of the normal drag race guys, you know, he only had 848 horsepower. But as far as the drive, I don't know if Carrie put this into the PowerPoint, but I'm going to read the comments on driving. This is right from the editor of the article. So when it comes to bringing a car to a halt, the brakes were outstanding. Bare 6-piston brakes front and rear. You could probably look at the brake pedal and the car would stop. Not only that, but thanks to the aforementioned Kenny Brown suspension and chassis upgrade, Phillip Shelby is probably the best handling King of Street car ever. I think that's a pretty bold statement. Many cars feel like there's a front end and a back end, many times working against each other. Phillip's car, however, felt like one solid unit, with the front and the back working together in unison to handle the curves and keep coming back for more. That's pretty cool. The interesting thing about, you know, obviously we had great, you know, the good brakes on there, but what they don't realize is that the super braking capability came from the geometry and the suspension. With the anti-dive we put in the front with the front grip kit, and the anti-squat we put in the back with the rear grip kit. I mean, the cars brake almost flat. It's pretty cool experience. One of my cars.